I'm Chris Van Tulleken, and these are 5 ways to identify ultra-processed foods. Step 4, start to learn how the additives affect your health. Lots of the physical and chemical processing techniques end up creating these foods that are very hard to stop eating, that do us harm. But there's also the question of all these additives. Now, in Europe and the UK, most of the additives that we eat, all the additives we eat, are pretty tightly regulated. So they're all non-toxic. They don't do us any harm at the moment we eat them. But what we have not studied in any detail at all is the effects of these additives on the bugs that live inside us, that keep us alive, and the long-term effects on our metabolic health, on our risk of obesity and our risk of type 2 diabetes. And we simply don't measure these things because they're really, really hard to study. We also don't study what happens when we combine lots of additives together. The science is still emerging then, but it's pretty clear that the emulsifiers that are nearly ubiquitous in so many different products, from your soft drinks to the cakes to the pizzas to the bread, that those emulsifiers act a bit like detergents. So emulsifiers are chemicals that bind fat to water. So your washing up liquid is an emulsifier, and it helps you scrub the fat, the butter, the grease off your plates. Emulsifiers in food do a similar thing, and we think that they scrub out your gut, cleaning out those friendly bacteria that live there, cleaning out the vital mucus that protects the delicate lining of the gut. They promote and allow the growth of bacteria that drive inflammation, and they start making your gut leak. So when your gut leaks bacteria, the blood from your gut flows from your gut, carrying all the food that you've eaten, the nutrients, to your liver to be processed. And if that blood contains bacteria as well, those bacteria then cause liver inflammation. We're pretty sure that ultra-processed food is linked to liver cancer and fatty liver disease, and that may be because of the leaky gut that those emulsifiers are causing. The peculiar thing about emulsifiers is there are lots of natural emulsifiers. If you make a salad dressing, you use mustard as an emulsifier and it binds the oil to the vinegar. You could also add egg yolk, it does the same thing. Lots of the lecithins are naturally occurring. There is something about the emulsifiers when they're extracted from natural sources, whether it's soy or egg, or whether they're synthetically made. Something about the amount we're eating and the exact chemical composition changes the way they interact with our body. And the studies that show they affect our health are published in really good journals by very expert scientific teams. There is a whole theory of ultra-processed food that almost all of the harms are driven by emulsifiers. So the emulsifiers do all these different things, but they're about creating an illusion of stability. They create smoothness in the mouth, and they bind ingredients together.